2022. Today's invocation will be shared by us all with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Council member, would you lead us in the pledge? Please stand.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, can we have the roll call?
Mayor Mouton, absent. Mayor Pro Tem Samuel.
Present.
Councilmember Durio.
Here.
Councilmember Getz.
Present.
Councilmember Turner, absent. Councilmember Felshaw.
Present.
And Councilmember Neal.
Present.
Thanks.
Okay. At this time, it's appropriate for any citizen that wants to address the regular meeting agenda. Please fill out the green slip. I see none. Do you have any? Okay, well, we will move forward with item 1. Mr. Manager, would you please lead us into it?
Yes, sir. Mayor and council, item number 1 is to authorize a contract for property insurance coverage for various city-owned buildings and assets. Higginbotham of Port Arthur is the city's broker of record for securing the city's property insurance. The proposed annual premium for property equipment breakdown, terrorism, and agency fee is based on a total insured value of $242,319,396. The cost of the policy for this year is $2,044,040.61, which is a $333,450.31 increase from last year's premium of $1,710,590.30. The net rate per 100 valuation increased by 24.61% from 65 cents to 81 cents. The increase in rate is attributed to a hardening commercial property market and losses incurred by the city over the past few years. The policy renewal will be in effect from May 1, 2022 to May 1, 2023. Companies providing insurance are layered with exposure limited to the amount of damage incurred. And you'll see in your staff memorandum the different companies that are part of this package. Also listed in your memorandum are the deductibles for each coverage type. Funds are available in the general fund for this item, and the administration is recommending approval of this resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. You heard the explanation and reading of item 1. Is there a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
There's a motion and a second for approval. Is there discussion by anyone? Councilmember Neal?
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. I guess my question, if you go to pages 8, 9, 10, and 10, I'm assuming these are the different companies that this was quoted out to?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes.
Okay, so when was this originally sent to the city? What's the rush on this?
So, there's not that it's a rush. We received it on Monday. Our policy expires May 1st. Typically, this would have been approved at the May 3rd or the first meeting in May. However, we're not having a meeting in May, so to avoid lapse in coverage or having to pay additional premiums, we brought it into the meeting here. And Joe Bass, one of our representatives, is here. In our meeting on Monday, he explained that the responses were delayed and late because they wanted to make sure that they weren't underbidding just based on the amount of incidents that had happened recently, ice storms, windstorms, and stuff like that.
All right, thank you. All right, so out of this 24.61% increase, what was budgeted?
I'm sorry. I mean, the increase, the 24.61 is an increase of the cost of coverage.
From last year?
Correct.
So what did we have in this current budget? Did we figure in a cost increase for that?
We always figure in like inflation costs and budgetary costs. Todd's not here, and I don't want to speak on behalf of finance, but it's always a factor in that it's going to increase based on the number of claims that we've had, and so we do that based on risk analysis. We had several claims in Harvey and Imelda, and we had we had a little. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
The claims that you just referenced, that was more than a calendar year ago. So why are we getting hit now with this increase?
I refer to Mr. Bass.
Not at all.
The insurance carriers look back at the last 5 years of claims history when they quote insurance. So going back to 2017, we had Harvey, 2019, Tropical Storm Imelda, and then in 2021, we had the Ice Storm Uri. So
Yeah, I understand, but we renew our premiums every year, so I would have anticipated that they would have considered those events like in 17 and 19 last year, you know, and would have had, whatever jump last year. What kind of a jump did we have last year in terms of percentage and dollars? Or do we
it's
have
like a
that information?
30%,
How much?
30%
Last year
rate increase last year.
and a 20?
Well, actually, it's a 18.8. That rate on the proposal that we presented when I got back to the office, looked at it. The account manager had put it in incorrectly. It's supposed to be 77 cents. And so actually, it's a 18.8% increase year over year.
Okay. And the premium increase, though, is about just shy of 19.
Right.
Mhm.
Because the total premium includes fees and taxes.
Okay. And you're not here on behalf of the carrier. You're here on behalf of...
Right.
I'm sorry,
the
this is Joe
city's-
Bass. This is our representative with Higginbottom, so he's our broker for the insurance.
Right, you're the broker, so you shop the various carriers to get the best rate that you could find out there in the marketplace. Is that accurate?
36 markets were approached this year. And
Okay.
it took 10 to layer up to get to the insured values that the city has on their schedule.
Are there any recommendations that you could make to the city to help us from experiencing these increases of significant amounts year after year?
It's the marketplace at this point. 2021 was one of the worst catastrophe claims for the commercial insurance markets. You had the wildfires, you had flooding, numerous hurricanes, and so it was a very tough year for them. And of course, they're going to, depending on your claims history, you might not see a big increase as someone who's had a lot of claims, but they're still going to adjust the claims upward after they have a experience like they did last year.
Thank you.
So you're with, you the broker, are you with Higginbottom?
Yes.
Okay, and how long have you all had this contract?
We have been the city's broker for the past 8 years.
Okay, and how do we go, how is that done? Chris, would you explain to?
Right. So we did reach out to purchasing. It looks like the services were bid out in April of 2020. And we received, it looks like 3 responses. They were scored according to several categories, and Higginbotham was the highest score of the 3.
In that 8-year period, like you said, he's been there for 8 years, but we went out for bid at least twice during that time period.
Okay. And is this based out of Port Arthur,
Yes, sir.
Higginbotham? Okay. Are there any other comments? Well, I will say, I saw that, is this team that, your risk management team, is that all out of Port Arthur also?
No, that's spread around the state. Our corporate office is in Fort Worth, and several of the risk management team is office there, but there's Dallas, Houston. We've got 26 different offices in the state of Texas, and we're in, I believe, 11 other states now.
Okay, this is Higginbotham.
This is Higginbotham.
Okay. Well, in perusing the packet that was provided to us, one of I do have a concern, and it's the diversity with the organization. We represent a city that's very diverse, and I'll just leave it at that. I didn't see that in the actual proposal. So there's been a motion and a second. All in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. The motion passes.
Thank you.
Yes. At this time, is there any public comment? Officer, would you like to have a comment in the back? Okay. With there being no comments, this meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
11 minutes.